We're finally to the last stage of the budget. The Senate passed a budget, worked out their details. The House passed its own budget, worked out their details. And then they have a thing called a conference committee, 5 members from the House, 5 members from the Senate. They sit down and hammer things out. They actually have a 3-column thing with the House budget, the Senate budget, and the blank that says what they settled on, and they go line by line through the budget. The biggest difference is on where they get the money that they're going to spend. The Senate comes in wanting to transfer some money from sales taxes to highway fund. They can shift $2.5 billion just by delaying this payment into the next budget year. The House doesn't like that. They call it Enron-style accounting. They have their own trick. They'd like to hit the state's rainy day fund, kind of a savings account, for $2.5 billion. And they're also delaying a payment from the state to its local school districts of about $1.9 billion. When you get into the part of the budget where they're spending money, there are some major differences in the way they would spend money on higher education. The colleges are variously very happy about one plan or the other, or very unhappy about it. It depends on which college and which plan you're talking about. The House is spending a little bit more on public education, but only if they can pass a second bill that's related to the budget that would lower a little bit of the pressure on local property taxes. And there's a difference on health and human services spending. The House would short sheet that spending a little bit on the idea that either the health and human services agencies in the state will find some efficiencies, or there will be time when the legislature comes back in 2019 to patch up whatever holes there are in the budget. It's a big, complicated bill, and it's one of the few pieces of legislation that members realize, I'm not going to like everything in this bill, but I'm going to like enough of it to let it go by. So they kind of hold their noses and vote.